Hey guys, Retro Reviews here again with another video review, and I do apologize for this one taking a couple days later than the other ones to come out. This is going to be my review of combining Might Gaine and Might Kaiser into Great Might Gaine. And this is also why I didn't show off Might Gaine and Might Kaiser at the end of Might Kaiser's video review, standing side by side, because he was in train mode, and now I had an easier way to show him off, because you needed to basically get this guy in his train mode or into his robot mode to prep him for the combination anyways. So yeah, just real quick, taking a good look at the two of them side by side. As you can see, really nice together. I do really like the way they look together. Now to go ahead and get the combination started, we're going to take him to pieces, which means remove everything. You can leave the drill piece on here for Kaiser too, if you want. I usually do. And then come here and remove that. That's always really scary for me, since my piece is broken right there and had to fix it and modify the joints it connects to several times to keep it from continuously snapping and to be able to work. So yeah, just go ahead and break him all the way down. And then take the wings off. And then for the body, you also need to separate it too, which will leave you with all of these parts here. And now from here, what we can do is we'll take Kaiser 5 and we'll fold down the blue part and then fold the foot in, and then take Kaiser 4 and do the same here. And then from here, take Might Gaine, take his legs, and this piece right here the brown, the like dark brownish gray piece with the gold trim, we're going to extend that out, and then for the door, we're going to fold that in. And then there's going to be two clips here that are going to correspond with two pegs right there and in there. And then that's just going to snap on. And then you take the tread piece, which is on a spring, and there's a little notch right there that's going to fit up into that groove right there. And that's going to lock it in place and give him a solid footprint to stand on. And then just do the same with this side. And then just like that. Now come here to his midsection and we're going to take Kaiser 1 and we're going to take the nose cone and we are going to fold it up like so. And then the scary broken clip we're going to fit into this slot right here on his waist, which is something I've actually worked on making sure that it stays on nice and solid, considering mine's been broken a couple times just from doing that combination alone. So I managed to make sure that I sanded away parts on the waist piece for Might Gaine, and just made it a little bit easier to combine without breaking the joint clean off. Next, we're going to take his arms off and then take the two body halves for Might Kaiser, and we're going to take this front piece here, unpeg it, and then fold it all the way around like that, and then take these connectors here, fold them out, And then that's going to snap on there. And then do the same with the other one. And then they clip together in the center. Next up, we are going to take Might Kaiser's arms. So we're going to take Kaiser 2, and we're going to transform it pretty much back into his drill tank mode, but leave the drill piece up there. And then we're going to turn around here, take the left arm of Might Gaine, and then on this black panel here, on either side, there is these pieces here that are going to fit around. So in this empty recess, the kneecaps for Gaine are going to basically slot in there when we fold it around. And then on the other side here, there's this little groove, or this little tooth piece right here, that's going to fit into the groove right underneath the elbow joint. And that's going to lock in like that. And then I'm going to drop it, and then that's going to go into the new shoulder joint here. And then do the same with Kaiser 3, open it up, put the arm away, fold the joint in, take Might Wing here, and then fold the wing around. And clip it all together. So we got that. And then put that on. Next, come around to the back, and these clips here from the legs of Might Kaiser are going to connect into these clips right here on the wings. Like that. And then the drill piece here, we're going to fold out these little wings, and then we're going to connect it onto those connector points here and there. Just like so. And then take this piece here, fold it up a little bit, and then all the way in the back here, on the back of Might Gaine's head is a little hole, and this peg here is going to go into that hole, just like so. And then fold down and just kind of rest there. It looks like it could peg in, like kind of just clip in underneath the brim of Might Gaine's hat, but it doesn't. So it just kind of rests there. And then lastly, take the drill and separate it out to get this nice golden Might Gaine logo. And there we have Might Gaine and Might Kaiser combined together into Great Might Gaine. And let's see if I can get him in the whole shot here in just a little bit. Yeah, he is quite a ways away from the camera just to be in the whole shot. And as before, take the Siege Optimus Prime from, or the Voyager Optimus Prime from the new Siege line, and he's really short compared to him now. Now we'll go ahead and take Might Kaiser, or not Might Kaiser, but King X Kaiser. And as you can see, Might Gaine and Might Kaiser combined do have a great advantage in height compared to King X Kaiser now. And then lastly, one more size comparison I want to do. Yeah, I am really reaching just to make sure this stays in frame. But here it is next to the other great combination I have, the Great Fibered. And yeah, it is really big, both this combined form. Now, taking a quick look at some of the details here, nothing new really has changed in terms of detail. It's all everything we've seen before, just in different areas. But the head kind of just hiding underneath the really big crest piece now. And then the only other new thing we have is this new very shiny Might Gaine logo with the drill opened up. And yeah, it's so shiny you can pretty much, you could just see little bits of everything through it. See the camera. Yeah. So yeah, really nice. Yeah, no other new details to speak of. You do still get access to the electronics here. Go ahead and just turn it on, and then the little button right here. Yep, and that's about it. And yeah, nothing new really in terms of detail. And then one last little thing I did want to point out, you still do have access to hold the sword. It just kind of sits there in his hand. And then for posability, he does still just retain the rotation at the shoulders and the rotation at the elbow, but it's a little bit hindered by these new pieces here. And unfortunately, there is a problem where I just think it might be mine not being tight enough, but the arms, if you can look, are supposed to be like up here, but they keep sagging down, and they sag down really far. So I don't know if that's just the case with mine or if that's just overall issue. I did also want to point out, I think I mentioned this before in both of the reviews, but the Might Gaine was, when I got it, it was new in box as a Sonokong release, and then the Might Kaiser was a used Takara release. So yeah, they can combine together just fine. They don't really have any issues in terms of combination. Now, like I said, there is the case of this looking like it's going to peg in, but it doesn't, and then the shoulder joints, but I just think that is some quality control issues, not necessarily hampering to the figure itself, just a little bit. I think it's just a case-by-case thing, honestly, with the arms, because I think I've seen other reviews where they actually do stay out all the way, but mine don't. But I do know that I haven't seen any reviews where this is like fully pegged in all the way. So that could just be me wanting that and not getting it. But one last thing I did want to point out here on this set is that if you take the trailer from Might Kaiser here, underneath there is these little hollow spots. There's one right here, and right here. And you can do this for train mode as well for storage, but if you take Might Gaine's sword and just slide it in through those, then you have a nice place to hide that. And yeah, inside one of these doors I have the other accessories for Might Gaine, because I don't know where I put his box and I don't want to lose those parts, so that's where they stay. But yeah, you can store all the extra stuff, the 3 extra bits from Might Gaine into Might Kaiser's trailer, because we'll never see this again. Now I got hiccups. So anyways, overall, very nice figure. I do like it a lot. Unfortunately, I do not have a Might Gunner at this point, so I cannot show off the Great Might Gaine Perfect mode. I do intend on getting that sometime in the future. But yeah, overall, I do really like this figure. I highly recommend it if you are a Brave fan. Now, just be careful. There are a couple points of contention, mostly in the fact that the Kaiser 1, the jet here, the clip that is used for a lot of the transformation is very, very fragile. It will break. It's not a matter of if it will break, it's a matter of when it will break. Because it's old ABS plastic that just, over time, gets brittle and deals with a lot of stress. So, again, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And, like I said, with mine, it just took a few tries to just finally break without really putting that much extra force on it. So that is one very, very bad design flaw. And I can't think of any other way at the time they could have been able to fix it, so that's just that. And it's unfortunate, but yeah, overall, I can't recommend this enough. It is a very fun set to play with if you get it in a good condition. Now, also, you do have to worry about the white plastic here does get sun bleached over time, too, so that's another thing to worry about. But mine's not looking that bad, and on camera, it's looking fantastic. But yeah, anyways, I'll stop rambling here. Yeah, so this has been Retro Reviews. I hope you guys like this video review. I do plan on getting some more out. I do have some other things I want to take a look at. I do have a few other Brave figures to take a look at too. Not much here from for Brave though after this. But then I do have some other things I want to kind of take a look at. I do kind of want to take a look at what Studio Series figures I have, because I am just falling in love with that line. And then I do have a few Siege figures, but I don't have enough to really like start putting up reviews yet. So anyways, this has been Retro Reviews. I hope you guys like this video review, and hope you stay tuned for more video reviews, and I will see you again next time. Bye.